We're live. Whoa. On my bed.
Welcome back to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where we recap Jeff Lewis Live every night. Kelly was just explaining why she didn't join us last night. I knew she was in excruciating pain. All I shared with them was that you were having extreme side effects from the antibiotic, because that's what we thought, right?
We thought. Yeah.
I'm so thankful you went back to urgent care, though, and figured out what it was so it didn't burst. That's horrific.
And could you imagine if it was just a couple days earlier and I was on that fucking flight? Or in New York? That would be horrible. Hi, Gina. Thank you. Diana.
Anywho. Missed you last night. So glad you're back.
I saw Patrick come on.
Patrick,
sorry.
Oh, last night.
Yeah.
I thought you meant now. I'm like, again?
No. So he came on and just kind of hung out for a little bit. Where are they?
Yeah. Huh? They're in Costa Rica at a resort that they are previewing, I guess, because they're going to film at it next month or next year, a couple months, something like that. They're going to film part of season 4 down and out in Beverly Hills there. So it's like a whole resort that's vegan, and he had a face mask on, and it's all, and it raises money. This resort, I have a link on my story. It raises money for cats and dogs that are like in need and stuff. I know. Yeah.
I'll have to donate. Well, that's awesome. I feel like they're taking a lot of trips.
You know, and we know he's a high school teacher. I'm just curious how he gets all this time off. I think in high school and his kind of, I don't want to say it's an elective, but it's like, well, it's an elective that he teaches. So it's not like it's pre-cal where people are like, you can't take off all this time. You know what I mean? But they're probably so lucky to have him. I bet he's a really awesome teacher. And so relatable to high school kids. I just
Can you imagine taking a class from him?
Yeah, for sure.
I think it would be a hoot.
A hoot. He would be a hoot. Well, let's get down to Friday's show. Today was Tracy Tutor. Now, I know you don't watch $1 Million Listing, any of them, right?
I've never watched, but a couple times. I do know who she is. From the picture, she looked familiar. Can I address this Jeff and Stu thing? Just
whatever you choose to say. Yes, you may.
I'm going to say this for Jeff and Stu. Their relationship is a fucking roller coaster. Nobody really knows what goes on, if they're together, if they're not together. The only people that knows is baby Jesus and Jeff and Stu. So we're just watching as you guys are. We don't have inside info.
Yes.
We don't. You didn't help me out there, bitch.
No. I'm just laughing at baby Jesus. That's all I'm laughing at. Jeff probably needs a lot of baby Jesus tonight at Disneyland.
I know. I saw Monica and Doug say they were pooped.
I know. And I'm like, oh my God. Monica's got her kid with her, I'm assuming. But, Doug is just free balling there, like totally having a blast. So.
But do you remember that?
The VIP package. Hello.
But you remember Jeff said they move fast. He makes them move fast. So they're probably just like running the whole time to keep up.
Right. Love Tracy Tutor. I totally thought she fit in. Since I am a fan of the show, and I love her and Josh Altman and Josh Flagg together, I think it'll totally work. I think they all have enough personality. They have enough going on. I would like to see, whenever it starts up again, December 8th, $1 Million Listing, Los Angeles, for season 14, I would like to see more of their personal lives. I know they've kind of done that in the past, but I want to see even more of it.
They have a lot going on.
Yeah. And I felt like for the last couple seasons, it's been more business. And I'm like, nah, selling $28 million homes, who cares? I want to see their personal lives. So, and she's so easy on the eyes, and so is her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Shane was coming at them. I like the Prince too. I love Frederick. I love Frederick. And he is so easy on my eyes.
And Ryan's funny too.
But he's New York, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Frederick's now LA since he moved, but yeah.
I was going to say, I was so sad when Tracy told that story about her cheating first husband.
I know. And she said that she had never shared that information before. You know what I also loved? I love that she was so freaking honest about how much harder people are on working.
Yes, I wrote that
working
down.
Fucking men.
You know what I said?
I love that she brought that out. And she even said, like, when she's so gorgeous and put together, she was like, when I go to see a couple that's selling, she goes, I have to kind of tone things down. And I'm like, fuck that. I hate that she has to do that. You know what I mean?
She works harder than they do. And I was going to say, it reminds me of how people treat you, that you run away from your family and that you are just leaving them by themselves. Bitch, it's 2022. Sarah's husband is perfectly capable, as any husband should be.
Yep. Fuck off. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry that I married a wonderful man who is so involved with our 5 children. My kids are old. I'm not breastfeeding them. You know what I mean? Like, my tit doesn't need to stay back in Texas. But anyways, haters be gone. So I love that she also talked about this whole thing that I totally remember. So they were having lunch, and I knew their marriage was not amazing from the get-go. And like she said, she filed for divorce after that first season that he was on because they've been having problems for a long time.
Yeah.
But he did. She said something about 3rd grade, and he said 2nd grade, and then he goes, work much? I mean, yeah. I remember that so bad because it was such an dick's thing to say, and now it comes out
he was wrong.
He was the one that was wrong, not her.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Megan's necklace?
We chatted about this today. Let's be honest. We both agree it's a cute necklace. It wasn't cute with that outfit.
Yeah.
I don't like the navy and the black together. It also wasn't the right neckline because it didn't exactly show the necklace enough.
I said I like Megan's necklace, but she needed a crisp white shirt or a petal pink shirt, and she just needed to unbutton those buttons a couple more. And let those tatas out.
Love it. But I love how relatable she is. I love that she talks about, shit, I'm doing this huge 900 square foot addition to my home. Like, I do not have pennies to spend on going out and buying like diamonds and stuff.
Yeah,
I know. She brings that up.
When they were talking about the statement necklace, I thought the same thing, Diana. I was like, is it a Countess Luann gigantic? Or what's that guy that married Bronwyn, the husband? And he always wore those big necklaces.
Oh, turquoise. What is his name? Oh, my God.
They're getting divorced.
They're getting a divorce now, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Finally.
Sean.
Finally. And she's asking for physical custody for all those kids.
She
hasn't seen those kids for 5 years.
She doesn't.
I mean, the nannies have a better job of raising them than probably both of them. I don't even know.
Usually people do that because they don't want to have to pay child support. I don't understand if she has income.
Make money? I don't even know much about her financially other than him.
Yeah, I would think that he's been the breadwinner the whole time, and she's not on
clearly they're rich.
And she's not on Housewives, so she doesn't have that income.
Absolutely. Love that. So Jeff, again, we all hear everything y'all hear. We read everything y'all read. You know, we all are fans too, clearly. Yes. So we hear when Jeff talks about going to have drinks and Shane says, I had fun last night. So, you know, we're well aware who's there, who's not there.
Who's at Disneyland, who's not at Disneyland.
Who's at Disney, who's not at Disneyland. But the fact that Jeff was talking about that he drank more, and then he didn't exactly say what time, but he said drinks were going to be at 6:30 last night, and he stayed later than he expected to because he really got along with Tracy.
Yeah.
Which I can totally see, right? I mean, I totally see. I love that she reached out to her office did because she wants to be a chump. I think she fits right in.
I think he also stayed up super late because he was watching like 3 different shows. And I think Shane might have been there with them.
It almost sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah.
The Watcher, they were watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and something else. I don't remember what it was.
American Horror Story.
How do you go to sleep with all those scary things? Seriously.
They don't bother me. I grew up in trauma. It's my life.
Yeah, Stu is definitely not at Disneyland.
Stu was posting a picture about maybe adopting a pupper.
I know.
That would be great for him.
Somebody says they wanted more real estate talk today. I thought it was just enough. I don't really...
Yeah.
I like all the personal talk. I liked her talking about the show. I like her talking about the behind the scenes part. I like her talking about... I love that she said... So Jeff has obviously had Josh Flagg on very recently.
Yes.
And Josh Altman has been on too, right?
No, Josh Altman hasn't.
Has never been on?
Not that I remember, unless
okay.
else.
But anyways, I love that they're all friends. And she was saying how Matt Altman, who Jeff really likes, he's not cut out for the TV. So he's never really been on as much as Josh Altman, his brother.
Is Matt the one that had the affair and his wife smacked him or something? The domestic
Exactly. Something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to go back. Orphe said something. What did you say? And Shane's new apartment by High Tops. Yeah. Shane's coming up in the world. He's got a 2-bedroom apartment now. He does have a roommate, but hey.
I kind of wonder, because didn't he not have a roommate before?
I think he had a very small, maybe like Jameson, a studio apartment or something. And so now he has more space and he can just walk to High Tops. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
I think I would rather have no roommate unless he and this guy are always together. I've never heard it. What did you talk about? Brogan?
I thought you said Rogan. Yeah.
Rogan? Something like that. I've never heard him talk about it, but maybe he's a really good friend. If he's a really good friend, they're always going to be together. I just personally would rather not have a roommate at that age. If I could afford it, I'd rather a little bit further away and not have a roommate.
I don't know, maybe at 25. At 25.
That couch could get some more action, you know.
Oh, Kian, I thought that was funny. Did gay stuff happen on there? Well, yes, it did.
Well, and I love that this couch is going from Jeff to Shane and now to Kian.
So you know gay stuff happened.
They admitted gay stuff happened. It sounded like Shane wanted a little more gay stuff to happen, though. Like he's been turned down on that couch. Who the hell would turn down Shane? He's so freaking cute.
That one guy that was kind of stringing him along and they would make out, but then nothing else would really happen. I don't, he never said the name. I don't know.
I don't think I realized that was happening at his apartment. I thought they were just hanging out making out at High Tops or something.
They had one date at the house and they watched something at Shane's apartment one time.
Oh, gotcha. So that's where the action didn't go down.
Yeah.
We have not even talked about the Sirius agreement. Finally, 7:18 a.m., the digital channel, everybody's DMing me about it. And I know they're asking you as if we have some insight, like we were in the signing room when they did this contract.
But you know what's funny? And I'm going to go ahead and just claim this. And Jeff can say, no, bitch, I did not get the idea from you. At the launch party, I said, Jeff, you need to take ownership of your old intellectual property because you have tons of content that's not being shared with everybody. And I want to listen to Shane's dick swirl. And now so I think it's a good idea. Yeah. Tell us what you think it is, because you had a good roundup of what you thought it was.
Well, I just feel like what it means by digital channel is there's going to be a Jeff Lewis Live channel on the app, but only on the app. And then that's where like new shows like Shane's, I feel like some other chumps could have shows. Yeah. We both have our ideas. We've said on here what we think. I mean, I think almost all of them should have a show. They all have
Monica, content. Megan.
Absolutely. They all have content. Chefs do. They all have content that they could do. But I think if something works out well or something doesn't work out on Radio Andy, or if they realize that they can have a whole channel instead of Radio Andy, it would be a whole Jeff Lewis Live channel, then that would come up on the radio.
Do you think with the digital channel, he would still continue to be on Radio Andy then?
Yes. So I think Jeff stays on Radio Andy 5 days a week, 1 hour. And then they have a digital channel where all this stuff is available all the time. The last 5 years that they've got to upload. And then he mentioned specifically Shane might have a show. And that if it does well, then that would move over to the radio channel.
Got it.
Which is actually a satellite channel. So that's what I think. That's how I interpreted it. But obviously, I think the more details, I think it had just happened. Clearly, I think they've been working out all these details. So I think he'll spill more information as it comes out.
And I'm curious if Heather McDonald and Brandy and Julie, who are featured not on Sirius, that have their own podcast on, they have Patron.
Patreon.
I know. Patron, and they have Apple. So I'm wondering if that's a possibility of them moving over too. Or maybe like an add-in, like they'll still keep their stuff, but then add it on.
Is it possible, or if he says it could be a channel on Spotify? I don't think so. I think he is sleeping with Sirius XM.
He said he's negotiating with Megan Reagan. I remember.
I think he's staying snuggled up with Sirius XM.
Yeah. But I was kind of disappointed when he said, you know, I kind of didn't get everything I wanted. They kind of didn't get everything they wanted. I was like, I wonder what that was then.
I don't know, but I think he's a negotiator as far as, I didn't hear him say you wouldn't need Sirius. I heard him very clearly say, do not DM us and say, now, thank you. We don't have to cancel Sirius. That's what I heard.
Someone's asking, how much do you think Sirius pays Jeff? Apparently not enough. I knew he was going to get jealous at Tinks.
Yeah. Hey, she's doing something right, though.
Yeah, she's newer, but she's got a big community. Is that what she calls it?
She does call it her community. But you know what? He has almost twice the followers. Now, I don't know how the interaction and all that stuff works.
Yeah.
And last time I looked, he's got 826,000 followers.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. He doesn't do as much. He just got started recently, Kian, on TikTok. She started off on TikTok, so she's really big there. But she's only got about 400-something thousand on Instagram. So, but it's all about interaction. If you've got 1 million followers and only 500 like your post, that's the engagement part that, you know, I don't understand all that stuff. But yeah.
Penny Apple said, I only have Sirius because of Jeff. That's how I started too. But now, reality check. I love the Smith sisters. I love John Hill. I even love the Watch What Happened Live recap.
Me too.
I sometimes listen to Alter Family Politics because I like politics. But that Radio Andy's really grown on me.
Yeah, for sure. Just clips. What else? Back to Tracy Tutor, hot stuff. She's been a realtor for 24 years. That's about the age of so she's been a realtor for about as long as her boyfriend has been born.
Or that my daughter has been born, yeah.
Yeah, but what is she, about 49? I think she's about our age-ish.
You think so?
And I think he's 27. Is that what they said?
Oh, shit.
Okay, I know people call us stalkers, or me specifically. How does people even send a gift to Jeff's house? I don't even understand how you would. Is it public knowledge, or is it these people are just like, why would you send an Operation Game to Monroe? Does she need a $14 game from somebody?
I thought he meant that for some reason he got one thing and then they never changed the address, so he's continuing to get stuff that was meant for them. But how did he get their address?
But why did a fan send a game to her in the first place? Like, why would you? I don't even understand that. I guess gifts are not my love language, and I don't give gifts or receive gifts as a love language. So,
you know what? When I went to the Irvine show,
because he's done a rental, it's not even under his name.
When I went to the Irvine show with my friend Stacy, shout out Stacy. We there was
I met the Stacy I met at Burbank.
Yes. This woman showed up with this balloon for Monroe that was 20 feet big, and everybody was making fun of her there because they're like, "How is she going to get that home?"
Yeah, how'd she get it there?
I know, so that was kind of sad. Yeah, it says you can get his address easy. Google is your friend. Oh, I guess so.
But he doesn't own this particular house. It's a rental. Who knows? Anyways, for anyone that's worrying, I don't send him gifts. I don't know his address. I don't ask for his address. But yes, I think they trust me enough that they would give it to me if I had a valid reason to mail something to him, which I do not.
What did you think about Jeff asking, did you send your husband a gift when he got married again? And Megan was like, fuck no. And I was like, no.
I know.
You could say congratulations in a card, but maybe that's it. I know, Archie, I saw that you were there, but you were too far away. Sorry.
I'm so curious because it almost sounds like Shane and Jeff. So, like, if Gage or Scott or Chef Stu were to get married, they would want to send them a present? Like, I don't understand. Like, no. I think just no gift is needed, right?
No.
No gift is needed. What do you think of Sober October?
It didn't sound very sober.
She's attempting, right? But she's California sober, so it's not why does she mention mushrooms? Is that a thing lately? I've heard mushrooms get more and more popular.
Well, people have been microdosing mushrooms as a way to help with therapy, which I've heard about. But I swear I've heard a few people talk about mushrooms lately and taking them. So I think she's probably doing edibles and cut down on drinking, because California sober is that you don't do hard drugs and you just drink or smoke pot. But since she's not shooting heroin, she's probably just doing edibles.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And she's only done it a couple nights. But, I mean, Halloween hasn't come up. We know that Jeff is now not having his Chumpaween Halloween party. But I wonder if probably not. She's probably going to some parties, though. Like, if Kelly Dodd hosts the party, she'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she is close enough friends with Adrian Malouf to go. But if Adrian allows him to bring a couple of people and she wants to go. Sounds like she was so into a Halloween costume when Jeff was having a party, right?
He might need a date.
Well, that would be Shane.
Oh, okay, but he might need another date.
Shane steps in for date night at all times. You are not high right now, Orphe, are you?
You go, Orphe.
Oh, that's pot. Is that pot?
Yeah.
I can't see the picture.
You go, Orphe. Orphe, I'm high too. I'm on tramadol.
Is that a pain reliever?
Yeah, it actually doesn't make me high. I just literally, if I am not taking that medicine every 5 hours, it's bad. So I have to make sure I take it.
So what still hurts? I know they glued you. Is it just like that, or it still feels? Did they show you your thing?
No, I wanted to see it. I was so effed up. I couldn't, literally, I was in the room. They're like, okay, put the gas mask on. And then I swear I opened my eyes and I was like, are we done? And they're like, yeah. So it just feels like somebody had gotten a spoon and scraped out my insides if I don't take my medicine. They literally tied it off and cut it out. That's what they do now.
Wow. So it almost feels like they messed with your innards. Wow.
Yeah. So it's not even as invasive of a surgery as it used to be. It's only 2 small incisions, but it's super bruised and there's glue everywhere. And I found one of those stickies on me that did do your heart rate monitor. I was rolling around yesterday. I said, what the hell is this? And I was like, damn it.
Yeah. I am so glad. So Jeff did not sound all that excited with the real estate talk that prices are going down. Do you think he's worried? Because I don't even know why he'd be worried. Why would he be excited that prices are going down? Because he needs to buy. He's not talking about buying, though.
I don't think prices are going down. In fact, I thought Tracy said that 2023 is going to be even worse. That's what I heard.
She said prices are going down 20 to 30%.
Oh, I missed that part.
That it's a time. It's good for buyers. It's the time to buy.
I think that Jeff has 2 things that he has to constantly work with. He wants to buy homes to flip them, so he wants the price to be good. He also wants to be able to sell homes, so he wants prices to be high. So he's constantly in between.
It almost seems like he hasn't done that in a few years. He also has not talked about season 2 Hollywood House Lift.
I think
they should be filming again already, and it doesn't sound like they are.
I think he's been super busy with Sirius, and maybe Sirius that was part of the negotiation. You need to be more focused on us and not do any side businesses or something. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know. I think that business is all about the side hustle and getting different audiences.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just would imagine that Sirius would be territorial with him and Amazon. That's what.
Well, I did hear a little. When I was running an errand today, I did hear a little bit of Michelle Collins' very last episode today. And she made it very clear that she's going to be a mogul. I guess her and her partner, Abby, her producer or whatever, they're going to do merch. And she made it very clear that she wasn't able to do merch because she was under the boss of SiriusXM. So there's things that they definitely can't do.
They can't do other people's radio shows. Jeff can't go on Heather McDonald because he's under Sirius, but Heather can come on his. Same thing with the other ones, too. He can't do other people's podcasts unless... In fact, I wonder why he hasn't done Tinks. Maybe it's not the right community.
I know. I think Tinks would be great on... Or I think she is great on Jeff Lewis. I don't want to listen to Jeff Lewis on Tinks, and I definitely don't think Tinks' followers or community want to listen to Jeff Lewis. Like, I don't think it benefits him at all.
Right. I guess that's true. I think it would, though. He might get a couple listeners in that age range. Maybe. I don't know. Orphe said she wants more live shows. I agree. I want more live shows, too.
Absolutely. And I saw someone again today on one of the threads ask about a chump con, which I've been calling it Jeff Lewis con for months. I've had it on my Instagram. Hi, Patrick. Shout out to Costa Rica again. Thank you so much for coming on last night. That was so fun. And you got to tell us all about this amazing resort that y'all are at right now. Yeah.
Lisa says Michelle wanted more money.
I don't know. I mean, I guess everything is all about money, right? But I think I think she'll end up being back on TV again. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know there's not, I never really listened to her, but from what I understood that she just didn't have a lot of a fan base. And was it 2 hours her show?
Yes, but I think before that it was like 3. It was a little too long. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't mind her. If I think about her, I can really only say a few things. She travels a lot. She hates being single, but I think she's come to terms that she is going to be single for a while. And she loves buying stuff at Zara and Home Goods and TJ Maxx and returning it. That's about all I can say about her. I literally don't know much about her.
Yeah. And she didn't have a lot of co-hosts either, right?
No, she would have people come on, mostly like authors that were kind of like snooze fest, if you ask me. They were never really huge people, it didn't seem like to me. But no, most of the time she's talking to herself, talking to Abby, whatever.
I'd rather have Smith Sisters more days a week.
Yeah, shout out Smith Sisters. I think that'd be a great idea. And again, like we've talked about, all these people that we've talked about, the chumps having their own shows, be brilliant. Patrick and Paul talking design.
Yes.
Things that they could talk even about the red carpets that they attend. They could talk about so much. Yeah, they could talk about
Mary Crosby.
And they know a lot of celebrities. They could really bring in they could bring in the talent for sure on the show. For sure.
Fluffy is talking about Mary Crosby. I miss Mary Crosby on Salt Lake City and how she said, little girl.
Oh, yeah.
I always say that to Tyler. Little girl. She's like, what are you doing?
Wonder how she's doing not being in the spotlight. I don't know.
I think she learned her lesson because she got roused so bad about the church and money and her granddad marriage thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
Jackie
Schimmel. That has not been announced either way, right? She never really said she didn't get a show. She just kind of said she hadn't heard anything.
And I think that I think it's a possibility. I think the only reason she didn't say anything is because she knows that Jeff was in negotiation. So she kind of has her hands tied. I think that if she did anything, it would be on Jeff's digital channel. And then if it takes off, then it would go to Sirius. That's
okay. What do you think? Does Tracy need to hold on to her assistant, Cody, really well? He works all the damn time. He's a twink. It sounds like that's somebody Jeff would love to have in his pocket.
Somebody that works all the time in a twink? Yep, he's probably going to, what do you call it? Poach
him.
Yeah.
She better hang on tight to that one.
Yes. That's Jeff's love language.
What else?
Oh, we lost sound.
Blazers, whether to put your arms through the jackets or not, because Shane's been doing that. He's been hugging over his shoulders like the Kardashians. So
remember when we did Project Runway and he's like, I want you to put the jackets on your shoulder. And we're like, of course.
He told us wrong. Now we know that Tracy's good friend is a stylist, and she said that trend is gone.
Oh.
Brandy and Julie for sure.
Yes.
Brandy and Julie for sure could have a show. First of all, they've done shows before. Tell me the names. They recapped Vanderpump Rules, which I loved. It was too short-lived.
The People's
And
Couch.
they recapped, that just was just a recap of everything. Bravo? Or is it E?
So.
Was it E?
It was Bravo. It was Vanderpump Rules, I remember.
Yeah. So they're so good. And they did not promote it the other day, but if anyone lives in the Las Vegas area, this Saturday night, tomorrow night, Heather McDonald is doing her Juicy Scoop show, and Brandy and Julie are going to be two of the guests, which they did not talk about the other day. I know about it because there's a huge fan that gets on, and she always keeps me updated with Brandy and Julie. And so she's told me this whole time. And so I thought they would promote it, and they didn't. So anyways, do you want to chat music, and then we will shut it down until Monday?
Yes, we have I Got It From My Mama by will.i.am.
That was cute.
Boss,
nice and upbeat.
Yes, Boss Bitch Dojo Cat.
That was for Tracy. Love it.
Yes.
Or I felt it was for Tracy.
Absolutely.
So good.
So no secret meaning, I think, in the songs. I just think that, he's trying to keep it lively.
Light and airy. I felt like today was light and airy. And stay tuned Monday, because I feel like Shannon. Yeah. Anyways, shout out Chumpets. We will see you on Monday. Bye, Kelly. I'm so glad you're back and feeling better.
Me too.